So, welcome back to the workshop. It's been a while. I finished my exams as I told you in the last video, and I was sick because I have never told you that actually I have an autoimmune disease. So sometimes I'm just in bed. It's Crohn disease for anyone wondering. So sometimes there will be some unintended breaks. But anyways, I'm back down in the basement. And as you can see, we have the swing arm sitting around here. I have a bunch of new stuff directly from Yamaha, as you can see, which I ordered from Japan. And yeah, basically today we are going to finish up the swing arm bearing wise and install just a few little seals around the general chassis, because these are, I think, nearly all seals. I think I forgot one or two in the order process, but I will reorder them, order them just in general, so I have them here. And yeah, also there's a little, I will show you, different project behind me, but I will show you later what this actually is. So maybe some of you already know what this is. It's basically an oil bath air clean filter thingy from the diesel Enfield, because it was like not looking very nice, so I repainted it. Also the holding ring, but I haven't assembled it yet. Yeah, but today we are going to install the end parts, which are basically just these shims on each side. And no, that's the wrong part. Where is it? These caps, which are also seal caps. As you can see, there's like a seal in it, and they are actually all original Yamaha parts, as well as the rest around here. As you can see, like smaller seals for the rear suspension linkages, which are all basically the same. Like all these are the same as 6 ones. Then for the rear shock absorber, like little end plates for the bottom part, but the shock absorber is still in the rebuilding center, so I can't do this. These are for the front wheel, for this for the side with the tachometer. This one is for the rear, I think, brake side. And this is also like just smaller parts for the front wheel, also for the front wheel, and the bespoken shims. Yes, let's get to it. So, just quickly unpacked it, and now we're going to assemble it, because as you can see, the bearing is already in, and the middle shaft also. So we take grease with a toothbrush, I know, very professional, and just apply some grease around here, so the shim has something to stick and be lubricated about. And yeah, should be enough. And then you just put on the shim and also the sealing cap, which I can't really do one-handed, only like this, but you have to lube up the shim from the inside as well, I think. I know some of you, like Jürgen or Peter, will probably think, oh, that's not how you do it. But I'm just greasing up everything, because I don't know, if there is too much grease in the suspension, it's not that bad, but if you have not enough lubrication, I think it's worse. So yeah, I'm actually only using a toothbrush because I didn't want to get my hands dirty, but as you can see, this thing is greasy. This is my hand, and now I'm greasy. But anyways, then you just put it on. Hope I can do this one-handed, and you still can see something. And it's more difficult than I thought with one hand. But yes, looks good. Looks good to me. I will quickly do the other side without the camera, because it's a little easier. So let's quickly look if the whole axle is even fitting now. I assembled everything right, should go in. Yes, works perfectly, should turn easily. Yes, so the swing arm is finished actually now, sealing and bearings wise. So next thing would be like the smaller seals, and I also need to clean out like all the axles because, as you can see, please focus. It's not the prettiest. I will clean it out with like a wire brush and clear coat it, because like a shiny look like on top here would be totally fine for me. And yeah, let's continue with the smaller seals. So let's continue. As I told you, like the rear suspension, linkage, arm stuffs all get like the same seals. They're all identical, and I'm just going to install them like this, which is not very exciting to you. I will quickly do it and show you the result. And like 5 minutes later, we have all 4 seals in. This one, and I already realized something I didn't tell you. This nut is like this socket is new because there's a whole toolbox which is new, which I'm quickly going to show you. Actually, my dad bought it because he always wanted like a toolbox for years. And it's not like the most high quality tools. It's a Kraftwerk. It's basically just a rebranded Chinese box, which is like new 500 euros. We got it for, I think, 400 used. It was like 1 year old. They haven't really used it. As you can see, it's all still clean. And it was like the most important thing. Ratchet wrenches come out, so you can see. Actually a very nice thing. And yeah, so I got like, well, my dad got the new tools and I can use them because they're like down here in the basement. And actually like the whole, this drawer was still sealed and packed like in foil. And yeah, we also got a second new tool, which is this little one. And as you can see, it's not really a little one, it's a very big impact gun. A friend of mine sold it actually for a good price, and it was also like kind of new. And as you can see, we already have like everything Milwaukee, so this is like a nice addition, and this thing is really good. And yeah, that's for new tools. Let's continue with TZR. Actually, I think for tonight that's going to be it, because I still have like seals for the wheels, but it's already quite late. So I think I will see you the next few evenings, and we'll continue the video then. So see you in the next snippet. So hello again. The last snippet you saw was like, I think I think it's 2 weeks ago. It was 2 weeks ago. I was down again with Crohn's disease a little, but got new medication and it's better now. So here we have some new parts, or not new parts, but the last parts that came back from powder coating, because when I brought all the powder coating parts to powder coating, I forgot a few, and that was the rest, like the main stand plate, little thingy from the main stand. These are all like some sort of holding brackets for the engine and cooling and stuff like these. This is for the thermostat, this as well, and basically the rest, like these, are all from the footrest system, which is basically just the brake lever, the gear lever, like one of the holding brackets that bolt up to the frame, and the foot, I don't know how you call it, it's basically attached to the footrest. And yeah, that's all parts which I will now clean, like clean out all the threads. Where was the part? Like around here, you see that's actually a threaded part, which I will need to recut. Just like these corners, it's not like super clean, but more clean than the rest of the parts I got from powder coating last time. So a little less work, and then I'm going to assemble the footrest, the main stand, and maybe I will bolt up like the footrests to the main frame and the swing arm, but I haven't got the rear shock yet, so yeah, let's see. Well, now everything is cleaned and I'm proceeding to reassemble the side kickstand. It's all cleaned, and as you can see I had to file away some material, so it's fitting because I think the layer of powder coat is around 20 micrometers thick, so 20 micrometers here, 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 and here. I mean, yeah, that's not gonna fit. So I filed away a bunch of material also in here, as you can see, but not too much. And I cleaned this nut, which I will actually get a replacement for because it's like a security nut with these little metal pins. I cleaned out the bolt already, and yeah, now I'm cleaning like the spring and the kickstand switch, which looks pretty bad. As you can see, it's pretty rough. I think I will disassemble it now, take a look how it looks from the inside, and maybe repaint it. But the only paint I have left is like Hammerite green, which is not too bad because it's just like a side stand sensor. And yeah, that's something I will do probably this evening. After opening up all the screws, you can actually now lift it up. I hope I can do it one-handed, yes. And that's actually all it does. It's nothing more. It's just a little, let me show you. Just a little spring, little actuator, and like a small thin piece of copper, which is sliding up and down the contacts. So on the lower position like this, the switch knows, okay, the side stand is, let me think, it's down, yeah. So if this contact is closed, it's down because, let me show you quickly, this is the plate which it will get mounted on, and I think it's this way. It's mounted like this, and you can see like the little cami thing up there, and if this one hits this little pin, it gets moved around. I will show you if it's assembled, when it's assembled, because it's a little difficult to understand like this. But basically it's just a switch telling the ECU, okay, side stand is down, don't start or just stop the engine. Yes, that's actually all it does. And I think I'm going to repaint it because, as you can see, maybe, yes, the paint isn't looking too good. So yeah, that's the copper thing and also the spring. And yeah, I will quickly repaint this one. Well, sometime later I actually assembled the whole side stand mechanically, and tomorrow, because it's late now, I will assemble the freshly painted kickstand sensor, however you want to call it, and I will take a look in the whole assembly because I have everything backed up when I disassembled it, and I still have some parts left like this one and some screws, but these are actually from some little holders and aren't original. As you can see, they're all different drives, different heads. You have hex, you have Torx, you have regular hex nut, and so I will replace them because I got like a kit kit with screws, like these ones. They're not like, I think the original ones are like hex driven, like internal hex, and this is like external hex, but they are actually, don't know if you can read it, A270, so they are stainless steel, and there are also washers and nuts in this kit, and that's what I'm going to use. And yeah, that's the plan for tomorrow. Now I will wait and let like the paint harden. I will also, as I said, take a look in the whole assembly online, because there's like this hole and I don't really remember what goes in here, and I actually thought it might be this pin, but I didn't know why, and it's also like notched at the end, so maybe I forgot something, I lost something, or maybe this one isn't actually from the kickstand, because these two screw holes are for the kickstand sensor, these two are of course for the chassis. And yeah, fun fact, while assembling the spring, I forgot to put in like this little metal piece, and I was wondering why the heck I couldn't stretch the spring so far. And then I like did a short break, and in the break I realized, wait, you actually have like this part. How about this? And then I decided to clean up a little, because it was quite messy in here, and still is, but less. And yeah, that's going to be it for tonight, and I think I will see you tomorrow then. Oh, next day. I actually needed to repaint it again, just one layer, because I touched it to look if it's like fully solid, like hard, but it wasn't, so needed to repaint the sensor. But I assembled the rest of the side stand. You have like this little holding bracket. I screwed it on. I reused the screw, but as you can see, it's quite clean. Then you have also like this little rubber screw-in thingy, which has a thread at the end. I don't know if you can see. Let's go under the light. Yeah, there's a thread. And yeah, that's the side stand actually, beside the sensor assembled. Next step I wanted to do, I actually did it before I started the camera. I wanted to put in like the top bearing counterpart, and as you can see, it's already in. It didn't really take much effort. I put it in the freezer overnight. Got it out now, and it slid right in, or let's say I just had to like push it with my fingers. So I can't show you this, but as you can see, that's like the special top bearing, and that's fitting very, very nicely on here. So it was definitely worth the money. It was around 155 euros for both bearings and like this cap, because usually you have the bearing separately, you have the cap separately, you have, I think, two clamping screws with these hook thingies, which you need like a hook key for, like this. And this is like custom made by Emil Schwarz, which is a friend of the guy who sold me the whole bike, and we're still much in contact. So he said, yeah, I will actually get one custom made for mine, because on the RDs, maybe some of you know, you only have like the old type of head bearing, I don't know how you call it, this bearing, where you actually just put grease in the groove and then you push in small balls, metal balls, and that's like the whole front bearing situation, and they have a lot of play. They are not really smooth, and you also get problems with everything actually. So Emil Schwarz started with making something like these for the RDs, and he also custom made the one here for the Freak Sui. And yeah, that's the whole situation. You should have less play in the whole front fork, as far as I understood it, and it should be more nicely made, let's say it like this. Of course, you still can run the original bearings, and I think they are actually, that's like the original bearing and the lower one also, but it's just like a different kind of clamp. So yeah, next step would be to put in the swing arm, because my fingers are itching to see the bike grow, let's say it like this. And that's going to be the next step. Next step would also be to insert, don't mind the mess, insert all the rear frames. I still need to get tires, but they're kind of expensive and I still need to pay the license to get the whole bike. My 3D printer is running on some side quests, nothing FreakSV related. And yeah, it's going to be the plan for today, installing the lower bearing here, but it's still in the freezer because I forgot to put it in the freezer. And put on the subframe here, maybe some smaller parts, so the bike can grow. So, hi back there. And as you can see, something happened around here. So, off camera I started to fit the swing arm. And I actually had some troubles with it because the swing arm itself has the end caps and also shims underneath, and also you have like this part of the main frame was powder coated, so I had to grind it down so it could fit. And now we actually have a unit, like the main chassis together. I still don't have the rear shock absorber, so it's gonna look funny, but I think it's a really big accomplishment for me personally to assemble it this far. And I actually am really happy about it now. It's quite late, but I don't care. So I will quickly just grease like the main axle up, fit everything together, tighten it, and then I will show you the frame with the swing arm. So, and here we are. I unwrapped the frame, I quickly inserted the swing arm, and everything fits very nicely. Of course, I'm still missing the shock absorber. As I said, I haven't checked if like the small linkages that come in here are fitting, because the powder coat is pretty thick on both sides, of course. So I think I have to grind down some parts, but let's see. The nut and the washer is in. I also cleaned them. I looped up everything with grease, and I really find this picture kind of pleasing because it was so much work to do the whole thing, and now it's like starting to get together. So I think I will probably finish the video around here because it's already pretty long. It's been a few weeks since I collected snippets, so yeah, maybe I will cut it tonight or tomorrow, and or maybe I will just quickly put on the rear frame and take a look just for curious purposes. And yeah, well, it wasn't just the rear subframe, but the rear subframe, but I also installed the chain guard just to take a look on like the color directly interfering with the other color, just taking a general look. And I really like the colors I chose, to be honest. Okay, yeah, it's not like that much of this color currently, of the brown, but with the wheels and like the front fork holder, gonna look absolutely amazing. And I'm really stunned just how this bike looks now. I know it's just like the bare frame, it's not like anything special, but to me it's like a big step in the project, because just looking at this is like, I don't know, a little bit like Christmas. I actually found some spots on the swing arm I don't really like, but it's too late now. Anyways, I will show you in a moment. And yeah, that's like, I don't know how to describe it. Probably most of you think he's a little gaga, but I don't care. It's like a big project for me, and that's like, just looking at it is really amazing. And I can't stop looking at it because it's like, it's not like the birth of the bike, but it's the birth of the chassis. So it's really amazing. and it's a really good point to probably end the video, like for real now, because it's gonna be pretty long. And yeah, just for you to know what I talked about. I talked about these spots on the swing arm. From powder coating they don't look really good. But yeah, I saw this too late now. Can't do anything about it, but it's not like the end of the world because it's like low on the bike. There's going to be a lot around it. And yeah, on this note, I think I will now say goodbye to you. And I think I will cut the video tomorrow or this evening maybe. And I just realized I forgot the chain guards on the swing arm. I don't know if I can install it now. As you can see, I'm not really focused on saying goodbye because I'm just looking at the bike. Could get tight. Maybe I have to take the swing arm out again for the chain guard, which is like located above you, which is again interrupting my conclusion mounted here and is going down here. Maybe I'll take a look at it now, but you will probably see it in the next video. So goodbye.